Everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I want to discuss the threat of riots happening if people who are on food assistance in Section 8 get it taken away from them. There's video after video about rioting and possible riots and looting and everything that's going to happen if these people get their food stamps taken away. So I want to address that and let them know what's more than likely going to happen to them if they start looting and rioting. And also, I'm going to show you guys some ridiculous examples of people taking advantage of the system. You're not going to believe these videos. They are actually disgusting. So, about the threats about looting and rioting, I made a video right here basically stating that I am all for people who are on food assistance who actually deserve it. I'm 100% for it. But it's not good enough for some people. I got so many negative messages, people actually threatening, rioting and looting, and actually I got some personal threats myself because I disagree with people taking advantage of the system. So I guess these people who are leaving me these negative comments are ones that are actually taking advantage of the system, and they don't like the fact that I'm not for robbing and stealing from the government. So they left a lot of threatening messages, which was all reported to YouTube, by the way. So if you guys don't like this video that I'm making, don't bother leaving a negative comment because I actually approve all my comments, so no one's even going to see your comment. So don't bother. But I still have the option, even though nobody sees your ignorant, abusive, threatening comment, I still have the option to reporting you to YouTube. And they are very thorough on following up with that. So let's get started with what's going to happen to the people if they actually start rioting. If you guys want to take a look at these videos, there's so many, there's too many for me to even show you. So just go ahead and search like food stamp riot or something like that. So the first thing I want to address is the people who are going to be rioting or are threatening to riot. Of course, these are not going to be the people who are actually in need. So it's not going to be the disabled people. It's not going to be the elderly people, of course. It's going to be people who are taking advantage of the system. If you are able-bodied enough to go loot and riot, why don't you get a job? So is looting your game plan? Is rioting your game plan? If there is a possibility of your food stamps getting taken away, or your apartment or your place to live getting taken away because of Section 8, and you have warning and there's time, it's time now to do something. Okay, let's say, for instance, your food stamps and Section 8 does not get taken away even for the next 6 months or a year. So if Trump is reelected in 2020, which I honestly do believe he will be reelected, what is he going to do in his second term? If this is what he's trying to do in his first term, what is he going to do for his second term? What are you guys going to do then? I mean, depending on the government is no way to live. It's always better to be self-sufficient and take care of yourself and not want or need from anybody else. So working is not a bad thing. Working hard is not a bad thing. You're self-sufficient. I mean, I would rather work my schedule any day than being dependent on where my next meal is going to come from. My day starts at 6 a.m. every day. I get home after 7 p.m. So my work day is typically like 13 hours. I count the time I get up when it's dark, I come home when it's dark. I work about 50 hours a week total. I wouldn't trade that for anything. I wouldn't trade that for anything for being dependent on the government for my food. That is a sad way to live. You guys need to raise your goals and what you expect out of life. So if this is your game plan, to loot and riot, well, your game plan is basically to end up in jail and possibly dead. So that's what's going to happen to you. Trump is not playing any games. He is not going to stand for this. If he has to call in assistance or whatever he has to do to get things out of control, to get things in control, he will do it. What if this is his goal? What if this is his actual goal to, get people who are taking advantage of the system off the system any way possible? You never know. I don't know what's running through that guy's mind. But this is no way to live, and if this is your game plan to loot and riot, instead of actually thinking of a real game plan and to be self-sufficient, then maybe you deserve to be in jail. So let's take a look at some people who are taking advantage of the system in the worst possible way. You're not going to believe this.
I'll give a fuck. Hey, y'all run their germs over here. Call the police now. Call them. We up there. Call the police.
What you doing?
I'm recording this shit. Go down there.
God damn. Oh no. Hey, come on. What you doing? Come on.
This shit got on the book.
Hey, bitch!
Let's go. Come on. Oh no, you have to make sure she won't.
Call the police. Do y'all job. Do y'all job. Oh, do y'all job. Come on. Hey, y'all, we ain't got no properties over here. Get y'all bro. I don't want to say. I want to say.
What you doing?
Oh, shit. Y'all
What you doing?
Beat y'all ass. That's what we do.
Sure,
That's
yeah.
everything. Feel.
No, do that.
Come on, outside. Call the police.
Outside.
Call the police.
Fuck out of here!
Outside.
Y'all burn these
Fuck it out here.
Oh shit. Look at that. That's fucked up. They got all that.
LBJ.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, Lucy.
Good morning.
I just wanted to say, while workers out there and people like you that are preaching morality at people like me living on welfare, can you really blame us? I mean, I get to sit home. I get to go visit my friends all day. I even get to smoke weed. Me and people that I know that are illegal immigrants that don't contribute to society, we still going to get paid. Our check's going to come in the mail every month, and it's going to be on time, and we get subsidized housing. We even get presents delivered for our kids for Christmas. Why should I work? So you know what? Y'all get the benefit of, saying, oh, look at me, I'm a better person. But when y'all sitting back talking about how y'all a better person because y'all go to work, we're the ones getting paid. So can you really blame us?
Are you talking on an Obama phone as well? How much
Yeah,
do
I
you?
got an Obama phone.
How much have you added up the total of what you get each month, Lucy?
No, I haven't.
But what do you get? Just quickly go down the list of the things you get from the taxpayers.
Well, I only have to pay $50 a month for rent,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to be $600 and something dollars. So there's $550 right there.
Yes.
I get $425 a month for food stamps. I get $150 a month paid on my electric bill. I get a cell phone, and then I get $100 a month paid towards my water.
And that's from the city of Austin?
Yes.
Do you have any kids, Lucy?
I have 3 kids.
And does your husband work?
He'll work every now and then part-time, but he doesn't work very much.
Does he
He just doesn't really see the need for it.
Does he get benefits as well?
Yeah.
So
Those are family benefits.
those are family benefits. And Lucy is asking everyone listening right now, why should she get up and drive in the rain to work all day and pay taxes when she can get this kind of help from those of you going to work?
You know, and I do have a question for you, Lucy. Now, from time to time, if you have an opportunity and somebody pays you cash, do you work?
I have a couple of times, yeah.
Sure.
Lucy, don't you feel guilty about gaming the system and taking everybody else's money just because you can lay down and watch TV on Riverside Drive every dang day of the year?
Smoke weed.
But you know, if somebody offered you $1 million, would you walk away from it?
Adams became an example for many of what they say is a broken welfare system here in America. And now Angel is facing eviction, and once again, she is demanding someone else pay. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joining us now live from the Hillsborough County Courthouse, where Adams was in front of a judge again today. Jeff?
Yeah, good evening, Rod. Angel was back in court today. Angel Adams, now Angel Brown, became very famous. And actually, out of all of the stories I've ever done at News Channel 8, she's the one most people talk about. She's the one most people remember, all because of one phrase she uttered when I first met her.
Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
When I first met Angel, she was living in a one-bedroom motel. 12 of her children were sharing just 2 beds, and Angel demanded that someone pay for her to move into a new house. With the help of the Department of Children and Families, Angel moved into a new home. But when someone posted stories about her on YouTube, she became internationally famous as an example of what is wrong with the welfare system in America. Angel doesn't care that people across the country hate her.
That's okay because they don't know me.
Now Angel and her husband are back in trouble and back in court.
Our lights go on, they go off. They go on, they go off.
Angel is facing eviction from her home, and her power has been turned off because they owe nearly $600 in back payments. Angel told the judge she used a check from the Tampa Housing Authority that was to pay for the power bill to pay instead to evacuate her children during Hurricane Irma.
And I used it for my children to evacuate for the Irma hurricane. When they told us to get out, I used that money to evacuate and get my children where they needed to be.
The judge told Angel and her husband the bill is theirs to pay.
KSLA News 12 Weekend at 10. The shopping frenzy happened at the Walmarts in Mansfield and in Spring Hill. KSLA News 12's Victoria Shirley explains what happened and shows you the chaos that was all caught on tape. Walmart shoppers in 2 Arklatex towns looking to do some grocery shopping on Sunday found bare shelves and empty food bins.
Just about everything is gone. I've never seen in that condition.
Shopper Anthony Fuller says the big box store in Mansfield looked like someone raided it. He's not far off.
Happy boogies are down.
Hundreds packed both the Mansfield and Spring Hill Walmart Saturday night. Once word spread they were accepting electronic benefit transfers or EBT cards with no limits. Police were called in to control the crowd. Spring Hill Police Chief Will Lind says people piled their cars full of food for 2 hours. But when balances started showing up on cards again, people rushed out, abandoning their carts and leaving behind a huge mess. One man captured the aftermath with cell phone video.
Man, this is unreal, bro. Oh, when we walked through the door, it was like a tornado had came through.
O.J. Evans and a friend were there to buy a t-shirt, but when they saw dozens of full and abandoned carts, he only thought one thing.
I was just thinking Facebook and Instagram. The shelves empty.
While he can be heard laughing in the video, Evans says he felt bad for the employees that would have to restock the food.
I was just thinking, oh my God, I'm so glad my mom doesn't work here anymore.
Evans believes it was natural human reaction that led people to fill up their carts during the glitch. But couples Stan and Judy Garcia feel very differently.
That's plain theft. That's stealing. That's all I got to say.
Well, all I want to say is I really hope that people are not planning to riot and loot. I really hope that's not your game plan. It always amazes me when people are robbing stores, looting, committing crimes, and they're shot by the police. They're outraged. People are outraged. Why? Do you guys not know that's a possibility? If you rob stores, if you commit crimes, you might be shot by the police? You didn't know that? Well, I'm telling you, If you rob and loot and steal and commit crimes, you're either going to go to jail or you could be shot by the police. So, just warning you. And something else, when criminals are shot dead in the street, no one cares. That's the truth. So, I hope this is not your game plan. Think of a better plan. Be self-sufficient. It's better than being dead. Thanks for watching. Bye.